CropLife Retail Week. Brought to you by USC, the industry's leading manufacturer of custom seed treatment equipment. Hello again, thanks for joining us. As you can see, my comrade in arms, Eric Svilgoy, is off this week. He's doing some traveling, so I'm left to do this by myself, and I appreciate you joining us, and we've certainly had some things going on this week that we wanted to share. Last week we were at the PACE Advisory Council meeting, which is kind of our annual discussion with the industry. We invite 24 to 27 individuals to come in from across the ag industry to talk about issues that are going on in ag. Of course, the predominant discussion was about where we are with this ag downturn and when it might be turning around. And there was also a lot of talk about the impact of China and its down economy and how it's going to be affecting the domestic market in a lot of different ways. The commodities across the board, from oil and gas to metals and minerals, are all feeling it as well as us in agriculture. So it's fairly widespread. And it's probably going to be going on for another couple of years. I think. I don't think there was a consensus, but it certainly is going to be something that we're going to be dealing with for some time. Another big topic of discussion was, of course, consolidation, some of the retail consolidation we've had this year, and of course the consolidation that didn't happen between Monsanto and Syngenta. Research and development dollars are a significant component of whether or not we'll see consolidation in the future. And a gentleman who is on our PACE Council from Syngenta pointed out that the company spends $1.4 billion per year as an investment into research and development, which equates over all the working days of the year about $700,000 per day in spending. With that kind of expenditure being required, and those expenses only going up with increased regulation, increasing globalization, and so forth, it only lends itself to thinking that they probably need to see more consolidation. These companies, just for as big as they are, simply aren't big enough to be able to do the research and development that they need to do in new projects to keep things moving forward. And of course, there's also the stockholder issues. The stockholders are fairly restless and concerned about the futures of the company. We recently got word that Mike Mack resigned as the CEO of Syngenta, and so we'll be watching that closely to see, discover some of the reasons for this recent movement and what it might mean in the future. Could there be a reopening into this discussion? Certainly seems likely, but that's definitely something we'll be watching over the next couple of months or so. Finally this week, it was announced by OHSA that it would extend its discretionary enforcement policy for process safety management until July 22nd, 2016. The industry is going to continue to request a stay of all PSM enforcement activities until all legal challenges are resolved. And additionally, the 6-month extension, as the association say, does not provide sufficient time to economically and efficiently meet the deadline for compliance. So those actions continue. It's something I know retailers are extremely concerned about, and again, another issue that we'll be watching carefully over the next 6 months. Thanks again for joining us for this edition of Retail Week, and we'll see you next week.